Hello and welcome to Mathematics Made Easier channel. This is your favorite mathematics tutor, Comfort Amwakonata. I welcome you all to my class this minute. If today the very first time of you joining my class, a special welcome goes to you. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please look down there and click on the subscribe button to subscribe. And you also click on the notification bell to be updated whenever I upload any new tutorial. So you just search for Comfort Amwakonata and you get access to all my videos. Right. Okay, so for today, I'm here to give 1 or 2 tips to my junior high school students who are just about to write their BEC certificate examination. Basic their basic exams, right? This is the first step in you writing a national exams. And so this is a very critical moment for you. I know how it feels. I've been there and I know how it feels. Okay. But you can make it. You guys are more than able to make it great. So before I start with the tutorials or with whatever I came out to give to you, I want to congratulate you guys in advance for making up to this time. It is not easy climbing the academic ladder to this stage. And you guys, I'm so proud of you for making it to this stage. And so as you guys are preparing to write your exams tomorrow, I wish you the very best in advance and I want to honestly pray that everything goes on well, that whatever you've learned is what you meet in the examination room. Right. Good. So before I start, you guys should pick your jotters as you come along with me for today's class. Good. Share to your friends as well. If call a friend to join and let's all learn together. Post the video. Okay. What is happening? Let's see. Share. Okay. All right. So this is my PowerPoint presentation. Again, a very big congratulations to me. And I'm proud of myself for every step of the way, but however I've come this far. It's been God so far. God has been so great. He has been my strength. He has been my guide. He has always and always directed me, whatever step I take. And I say very big congratulations to myself. And I know greater things await in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, so now we have some set of questions. But even before I start with a set of questions, let's see this. When I was going through the new curriculum, I realized that the level of how they set the questions are more of DOK 3 and 4. Okay, DOK 3 and 4. DOK 3 and 4. It means application questions. Now, it is less of the what is defined and those things. And you have now the applied application questions. You now have to apply whatever you have learned to solve the problem. It doesn't go straight away for you. You have to apply to solve the problem. That is so good. So good. So that at the end, and when you complete your examination, you will be able to apply whatever you've learned in the classroom to solve real life situations in the environment or in your surrounding or your community. And again, these are the levels or the fields that the examination, the curriculum covers. So obviously, that is where the exams are going to be centered around. We have, let's zoom it up and see. So we have number and numeration system, and you are going to get 8 items. That is 13% out of the whole exams. you're going to get 8 items. When it comes to the number operations, you're going to get 5 items, 5 exams item. When you look at fractions, decimals, and percentages, you're going to get 5 items, which is 8% out of the lot. Ratios and proportion, you're going to get 4 items in the exams. So all these ones gives the percentage of the question items you're going to get. Algebraic expressions, under that you have so many. You have patterns and relationship. You're going to get 8 items. Then you have algebraic expressions. We have variables and equations. Then when it comes to geometry, geometry alone takes about 27% of whatever you are going to do tomorrow. 27%. Under the geometry, you have the shape and space, which is taking 7%, which is 4 items. You have measurement taking about 15% of it. You have position and transformation taking about 5%. Then the last one, you come to handling data. Data is very important, and it's going to take about data 4%, then chance and probability. Chance or probability takes about 1%. And in total, you get your 100%. Adding up to give you your 60 items under the subjective part. The subjective part is 60 marks, and the objective part is 40 marks. Right. So make sure you can cover, or you have covered all these topics. You don't have to leave any stone unturned. You have to make sure you don't lose marks because you've not studied any lesson. Now let's move on. Let's see. So that is just, by the way, showing you now the trend of the examination, which is more of practical questions and application questions than the DOK 1 and the DOK 2. Right. So we come to some sample questions. Let's solve some sample questions together. Okay, let me open this, open up. Okay. Why is my face not showing? Now this Zoom, it's kind of different ways. So I don't even know how it is. Because I used to see my picture halfway here, or for now, I don't even know. They want to select to give me my picture so that you guys can go along with me as I teach. I always love it when I see my picture here because it guides you. It's good. Let me click this. Then share this and see. Okay, there you go. Right. All right, so now I hope you guys can see it now. Let's see. Right, okay, it's better now. Again, I'm so sorry that you guys are seeing my phone, okay? It's for those on TikTok. All right, so now we have the structure. As I said earlier, we have the paper 1 and the paper 2, or the objective and the essay type. The paper 1 carries 40 marks and the paper 2 carries 60 marks. All in total of 100 marks. Now let's see the sample questions. The first question we have, these are some examples of some objective questions, okay? So we have write 2,748,595 and correct it to the nearest 10,000. So in the first place, you should be able to know how to mention this figure. Then second place, you should be able to convert it or correct it to the nearest 10,000. Right. So this, we have the thousands, we have the 1,000, we have the 10,000, tens of thousands. Right? Good. So tens of thousands comes this way. Then you have to look at the number after that. Is it 5 or more or less than 5? If it is 5 or more, then add a value or 1 from it to the next number. If it is 5 or less, then you don't have to do anything. So this one is 2,748,000. So you look at the 7. The 7 is 5 or more. So you add 1 number to the 4, becoming 5. So your final answer over here will be 2,750,000 as a correct answer, because we have been able to round this to the nearest 10,000. Let's see the second question. I may not be able to solve all the problems with you. I'll just be guiding you because I have so many questions to go through with you to help you. So if you see or if you get a similar question, you'll be able to answer them correctly or with ease. Let's see the second question. So the second problem is find the product of 0.0409 and 0.021. I always tell my students that if you are finding or if you are multiplying decimals, treat the decimals as whole numbers. Then when you finish, you can now change it to your decimal. Let me help you solve this so that if you should meet a similar question, you'll be able to answer them. I have a similar question too under my YouTube video, so you can always go and refer. So we have 0. So you treat it as whole numbers, okay? My touch is not working out, but you still figure something out. So we have 400, 409. My handwriting is not going to be that perfect, and that is not how I write. So 409 times what? 21. So guys, you help me multiply this times 21. So how do we do first? How do we multiply this? I went to school and I get multiplication of 3 to get 5, 2 to get 9, but it was a problem. Kids were not able to multiply this. So how do we multiply this? Pardon me, this is 21. So 21. Right, okay. So you use the 1, you multiply this 1. Okay, the 1's place by everything here, then you pick the 10's place, multiply it by everything there. So 1 times 9, guys, go. 1 times 9 is what? 9. Okay. Then 1 times 0 is what? 0. Then 1 times 4 is what? 4. Right. Oh, sorry. Handwriting. Now I pick the 2. The 10th place. Let's go 2 times 9 is what? 18. You write it under the 0, not under the 9. This tells you're welcome, guys. You're welcome. 2 times 9 is 18. You write 8. You write the 1. Then 2 times 0 is 0 plus the 1 is 1. 2 times 4 is what? 8. Right. Now, how do you do to this? You now add the 2 answers together, put them together, find the sum. So now we have, you get a 0 as a placeholder, 0 here, 0 here, right? So you're getting 0 plus 9, giving you 0. 0 plus 8 is 8. 1 plus 4 is 5. Then 0 plus 8 again is 8. Now, don't forget that we multiply this as what? As whole numbers, not as Samsung tab. my screen is attached, but it's not working. I'll fix it when I resume to school. It's attached. I could have used the touch, but the touch is not working. I guess I'm having difficulty with it. I'm going to fix it when school resumes. So now count how many numbers you have after a decimal point. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. For the first part of the question, we have 4 numbers after a decimal point. Then the second numbers we have 1, 2, 3, 4, same 4 after a decimal point. Then you can now make your answer was your decimal point. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. I think it's the way I want to position this phone for you guys to see. That is why I'm struggling a bit. But oh, you see, it's the way I position the phone. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, the way I position the phone. All right, so now let's go. We have 8 numbers after the decimal point altogether. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, this one there. It's not about restarting it up. So my IT expert at school says when school resumes, she's going to put my help to kids and help me to resolve it. Either they change the screen or something like that. I don't even know how it's happened. Okay, so I put my decimal points here. Now I fill in the empty spaces with zeros. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, right? Yeah, there you go. So this is our final answer, 0.0008589. But the question is, leave your answer. Oh, really? I don't know, but I'll try again and see. Leave your answer in the standard form. Leave your answer in the standard form. So now I need to leave this answer in the standard form, right? Good. The only technique here is this thing. I have to buy a tripod stand. When I go out, I may get one. The only technique here is look at the number line. On the number line, if you are moving from the 0 to the right, they are positive. That is where positive numbers are, right? It means I'm moving towards the positive values. So the number line, as you move from the 0, why is this thing doing that? From the 0 to the right, it means I'm moving to the positive values. From 0 to the left means negative values. It is opposite for decimals like this. So for the decimal points, as you move from 0 to the right, like this one, you're leaving the answer in the standard form. And standard form should be between 0 to 10. So the decimal point should be here, over somewhere here, between the 8 and the 5. So you're getting 8 points. Why is the cursor moving from there to the point of why? So I get 8.5, 8.5, 8.5. Let me write a 5 for because I'm dealing with kids. I know how kids can be. 8.589 times 10 exponent what? That's where the question comes in, because it's standard form. So times 10. So let's move the decimal points again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So this is moving towards the right, which it's supposed, on a number line, it's supposed to be positive, but because the decimal has -5, that's the only technique to guide students in solving questions under the standard form or standard form questions. So as you move from 0 to the right, it becomes what, negative in decimals. But on the number line, it's supposed to be positive. It is the opposite way. Okay. So the answer, the correct answer is what, B. For this, the correct answer is B. Good job. Those who had it correct, good job. Okay, let's move to the next question. Let's clean what we have here so that it becomes very visible and clear. Okay, so we have a student spends 1/4 of her money on books and 1/3 on transport. I think I can see everything clearly, right? So a student spends 1/4 or a quarter of her money on books. I'm trying to zoom it out so that you guys can see everything clearly. Right, let's zoom it out. Okay, and 1/3 on transport. What fraction of her money was left? So how do we solve this? How do we solve this? How do we solve this? So in this case, you have to add the two fractions together. You have to find how much fractions was spent from one, because of a whole. One is a whole of a fraction, right? A whole of a fraction. So one, add the two fractions together, 1/4 plus 1/3. You'll be able to figure out the fractions that were spent. Right, so we find the LCM here. The LCM is what, 12. 4 goes into 12, 3. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 goes into 12, 4. 4 times 1 is 4. So adding up, you are getting 7 twelves. 7 twelves. Right. Now you have the 7 twelves. Okay, but you see, for objective questions, there are just some slight differences between the answers. A student who didn't read very well might choose the answer as A. Then I'm seeing 7 twelves, but that will be wrong because the question is, what fraction of the money was left, not was spent? So if you want to know the fraction that was left, you have to subtract the 7 twelves from the whole, which is from the one. From the whole fraction, because now you have $12. You spend $7. How do you find how much is left? You subtract from the whole amount or the capital or the amount you had. So 1 minus 7 twelves. You make this one to a fraction. The LCM again is 12. 1 goes into 12, so 12 times 1 is 12. Minus 12 goes into 12, 1. 1 times 7 is 7. Sorry. If you should subtract this, I guess not 5 twelves. 5 twelves. 5 twelves. And that will be your final answer. That will be the correct answer here. Do you have the correct answer here? Yeah. Perfect. So I guess the correct answer is 5 twelves, which is B. Now let's move to the next question. I hope you guys are following. Oh, thank you for the kids. Thank you so much. Now let's see the next question. We have given that P equals B, D, E, and F. Then Q equals what? A, E, F, and G, right? Are subsets of the universal set, and we have the universal set with us. Okay, now the question is find P union Q. P union Q. P union Q. So how do you find the P union Q? By adding up everything. Union means what? You add everything together. Union. So this is going to be everything together, all together. A, B, D, E, F, and G. You don't have to be repeating the numbers. If you have E, you don't have to repeat it. So A, B, D, E, and F. And you have the correct answer here. So those who were smart enough, you should be able to get this correct. Okay. Let's see the next problem. Convert 3 and 1/5 to a decimal fraction. Convert 3 and 1/5 to a decimal fraction. How do we do this? How do we do this? Okay. So now, before you be able to convert this, you need to change the mixed numbers to an improper fraction. Let's change it to an improper fraction. So we have, okay, there you go. Let's choose. We can make it a red or blue, okay. So we have 3 and 1/5 to an improper fraction becomes, yes guys, help me. So 5 multiplied by the whole, the denominator multiplied by the whole plus the numerator, everything. So we have 16 over 5. 16 over 5. That'll be your improper fraction. But the question is, convert this to a decimal fraction. So now we need to convert it to a decimal fraction. So we get a divisor and a dividend, right? There we have our quotient. So 5 goes into 16 how many times? Did I hear someone saying 5? No. Good, 3. 3, because 3 times 5 is 15. So it is 15. Then what is the next step? I have a video on how to divide numbers under my YouTube channel. So if you go there, you'll see the steps, and it's very simple to help kids to remember how to divide using the long division approach. Ouch. Sorry, my phone just went off. Okay, to count the US, you count here. If you say the S word is a cash word, I'm sorry, but in Ghana, it's really not a cash word. So, I didn't know, I just remember when I came here, it was very difficult for me to. But in Ghana, when something doesn't really go well as expected, I just say it. Over here is a cash word. So let's try. It's really okay. Let me use the other phone rather for my TikTokers. Yeah. My iPhone just went off. I've been using it today, throughout the day. So I'm switching to the other phone so that everyone can benefit. All right. Okay, they should be able to see now. My online, my TikTok is. They're on the phone to fall again. Thank you guys for your patience, okay? All right, welcome back. Now let's divide. Let's divide this. Okay, so now we have, if you subtract this, you are getting 1, because 60 minus 15 is 1. Bring your decimal points. Bring your 0. Now 5 goes into 10 how many times? 2 times. Guys, you're welcome. My phone went off. I'm sorry. The other phone went off, so I had to switch to a different phone now. Right. Okay, so now we are getting our final answer to what? 3 and 2/10. 3 and 2/10. 3 and 2/10. 3 and 2/10, right? Okay, so these are final answer, 3 and 2/10. Good job. Let's move to the next question. Okay, so we have a question like this. It's very easy. Let's clean this. Very, very simple to do, okay? Okay, so in the diagram, angle PMN equals 60 degrees, line MP equals 6 centimeters. Then take tan 60 degrees to be √3, square root of 3. So how do you, okay, so the question is what? Find length of NP, this line. Find line NP. So how do you do that? So one, it has given you a clue. You have an angle. You have an angle here, guys. You're welcome back. I'm sorry, my other phone went off, so I have to switch to a different phone now. You have an angle showing that this side becomes the opposite. The angle is situated here and it's directly opposite this side, your O, opposite. Then you have the adjacent. Right, the adjacent to be 6 centimeters. So if you have opposite and you have adjacent, that is giving you what? Swap, which is what? Tan. Right, good. So, I'm sorry. Which is your swap. Oh, I need to get this fixed as soon as possible because it's quite difficult for you to use the keypad to write. Okay, let's manage this. I'll get it fixed, okay? Okay, so now we have, but it has been given to us as tan 60 has been given as what? √3. So this is giving us tan. So tan theta equals opposite over adjacent. Opposite over adjacent. Let's manage this, okay? Right. Then tan theta, we have, so we have theta to be the 60 degrees. You have tan 60. Guys, you're welcome. So you have tan 60 degrees. 60 degrees equals, what is the opposite? You don't know. That is a line NP. Line NP. Line NP. Then what is the adjacent? Adjacent is what? Line MP. Line MP. But to save time, what is line MP? Line MP is 6 centimeters. You can see it from the diagram, right? Good. And 60 has been given as what? √3. I'm not going to find this do the final solution. You guys can do it easily. So √3 equals, this is what you're finding. NP, line NP, line NP divided by your 6. So how can you find the line NP? Just do your cross multiplication, that's all. So simple, right? Divided by 1. So do your cross multiplication. Good. So now 6 times 3 becomes 6√3. That's all. 6√3. 6√3. 6√3. So you're getting a final answer to be 6√3. 6√3. Good job, those who were able to be smart enough to work it out. So that is what A. Why is this thing going like that? Why does it always move to? Okay, so we have A. Anyways, let's go to the next question. So let's clean this one. Don't forget that it depends, the opposite depends on the position of your angle. Wherever your angle is, that is when you can guess your opposite. If your angle is situated at the top, the opposite directly showing down. So for example, if you should meet a similar question like this. Why? Why does it keep moving to? I don't even get it. The cursor keeps messing up. All right. So if your angle is here, it means this side becomes the opposite. Look at it. I don't get it. It keeps moving towards the cursor. So this becomes, oh, I need to get this done. It's kind of frustrating. And math is not reading. I would have worked for you. Just explain things to you. So this side becomes the opposite, okay? All right. But if your angle is here, if your angle is at this side becomes the opposite, directly opposite to this side. If your angle is also here, right? If your angle is also here, then you have your directly opposite to this side. Good. So it depends on the position of your angle. Then you can get your opposite. Then you also know that the longest side becomes your hypotenuse and the last side becomes your adjacent. Okay, let's move on. Simplify this. How do you simplify? Oh, are you guys seeing my TikTok friends? Oh, sorry. So how do you simplify this question? This is a sad question. So how do you simplify it? You can. So this is very easy. I'm not going to start with you. You should be able to know. You just break down this set 8 and you break it down, break that 27 to down. 2 times 4 is gets a perfect square inch, so it becomes very easy for you. Then you also break this one down. Then you can easily simplify it. So if you have the least or the lowest is 2 and 3 and 5 and 7, the prime numbers. But if you have any even number or a bigger number, then you have to break it down to the lowest form. Okay, let's see this question. Which of the following inequalities represent the shaded region in the diagram? So we have an inequality question here. How do we solve this inequality question? This is also very simple. For inequality questions like this, if the line is solid, if you have a solid line, it becomes the less than or the greater than. If you have a broken line, it becomes just the less than or greater than. So as I was saying, if you have a solid line like this, it becomes either less than or greater than. Less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. But if you have a broken line, assuming this line was broken, it becomes only less than or greater than. Then you also find for your equation, oh, sorry, the inequality. Y less than or equal to mx plus c. You know your mx, you know your c, your constants. Then be able to find for the correct inequalities being represented by this graph. Let's see this. Given that vector m equals this, 3, -1, vector n is also equals -4, 1. Evaluates 2m minus 1. It's also very simple. You have the values have already been given to you. You just have to substitute it and find a scalar. You multiply by the vector. So we have 2m, which is 2m. This is the m, which is 3 -1. Should be able to do this with ease. Then we can move to a different question. 3 -1 minus n is also -4, 1, -4, 1. Then you can easily simplify this. You solve this first. So 3 times 2 is 6. 2 minus 2 times -1 is what? -2. Don't forget, -2. -2. Guys, you could support me by tapping or liking the video. Oh. Okay, so now we have 6 -2 minus 8. The mathematician himself is here, right? We have 4, 1. Okay. My kids are just messing up. I think I should have used my mouse to have helped. And you can easily simplify this, right? So this becomes 6. Oh, sorry, it's -4. Thank you. So 6 minus -4 is what? 6 plus 4, giving you 10. Then -2 minus -1 is what? -3. Okay. So you're getting the final answer to what? 10, -3, not -10, whatever. So 10, -3, because of the two negative signs over here. So if you forget about this negative sign, it will affect your answer. You get a wrong answer. Let's see this question. I don't want to stay too long over here, though. I fear that maybe the 10th question might be the last question I'm solving. I'll come back again and assist you. A fair die and a fair coin are ruled together once. So now write a sample space here. What is the sample space for the fair die? Fair die has what? 6, 1 to 6. Oh. The fair die to be 1 to 6. Then a coin has what? Head and a tail, right? Head. So we have the coin. This one is getting frustrating. A coin has a head and a tail. Why? It keeps moving. It has a head and a 2. So if you roll a coin, it's either you get a head and a 2. What are the possible outcomes? And the die has what? 1 to 3. To roll a die once, maybe either get a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 5, a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now the question is, find the probability of obtaining a head and an even number. A head. How many heads do you have? 1. How many heads do you have? 1. So we have 1 head. Then we have how many even numbers? We have 2 as an even number. We have 4 as an even number. We have 6 as an even number. So 1/3. We have 3 even numbers from here. So 1/3. And it's just so simple. Okay. Am I ending here? Sitting down is not really fun. It's not really fun. It's not really fun. It's at all. Guys, support me, please. Double tap on the link on the video. Okay, please. That's a little help you could offer. So we have again, let's see. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? So let me see if there's any. Oh, okay. Now we have the essay type questions. So I'll end here for the objective questions. Yeah, we made it. All right. So we are done with the objective questions. I'll make another tutorial to go through all the essay type questions with you. Yeah, they are simple questions. You just have to know your little techniques in solving them easily. So I'll come back again with the solution of the objective or the essay type questions. All right. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I believe this tutorial was helpful. If it was, please do not forget to give me a thumbs up down there. And do not forget also to share the links to your friends on TikTok, those who are able to contribute to this live. Thank you so much for your gifts. I really appreciate it. If you have any question about the solution or if you didn't get any parts very well, you can always email me on my comfortamwakuata@gmail.com and I'll do my very best to answer your problems the best way I could. Thank you and have a great day. Please, I wish the very best of luck when junior high students. All the best. May the good Lord be with you. Do not fear, do not panic. Just take your time, read instructions very well, and hit it so hard. Show us that you got us. Thank you. I love you all. Bye. Incredible views from space. Next.